What's up? This is Ted from marketing. Just going to do a recording of one of my games as the Allies this time. Try to do a recording of all my games, and I upload them or not upload them depending on how interesting they are. I'm going to try a different format. Trying to cut it down. I don't really want to upload a 2-hour video, so I'm just going to kind of fast forward through places that are more common, that there's not really a lot to talk about, to just try to get to the crux of the game in general and some of the key moments. So a lot of cutting around. The first couple rounds I think I'm just going to cut pretty quickly through, so hopefully it won't be too disorientating. But it's all in an effort to just keep these videos shorter than they've been. So anyway, let's get into it. So this is Russia round 1, fairly standard 12-9 combat. Just gonna cut to the end of the map, which is had a pretty average West Russia and an average Ukraine. I have 2 tanks left in Ukraine, and I put 2 tanks in Russia and 4 infantry in Caucasus. Put my fighters in Caucasus too. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll just be back for UK 1. Okay, this is UK 1. Quick rundown of what Germany did. He bought 2 artillery and 11 infantry. Key battles here. He took Gibraltar, which is a strange play. I don't think I've seen this one before. Obviously, it makes it so that I can't really attack that. He also did not lose at a single naval unit in Season 7, so not great. The only bright spot is that he did not take Ukraine. He did kill everything that was there, but he didn't have anything left to take it over. So that's the only bright spot. Yeah, this is bad in Season 7, and the fact that Season 14, there's no way that I can beat. I toyed with the idea of bringing the destroyer and the bomber, but that's not enough to kill that. So I had to opt for not doing that. It's kind of unfortunate. So that's going to live another round. I'm not particularly thrilled about that, but that's what that play means. It does mean that he didn't attack Egypt or Transjordan, so I was able to keep some things that I normally wouldn't, like my aircraft carrier, which I'm going to be able to keep because I didn't send that into the sea zone to attack the Japanese transport, so I still have the aircraft carrier left. So here's the combat. Just a quickly fast forward, I was successful in Season 61. And in Season 7, I only got 1 hit. The destroyer hit, the other 2 did not. So I only got 1 sub, and I have to take out the destroyer. And because the destroyer's gone, the sub just goes away. And now I didn't take the cruiser, but he got a hit back. So not a great round for me at all. I mean, Season 61 went fine, but yeah, the fact that I lost the fighter there, not a good thing. And the sub survived too, so it makes it so I have to move that transport out of Season 10. I actually had to retreat back to Season 11, which is really unfortunate. But again, I am able to save the aircraft carrier and the transport from India. Because I didn't need them. I didn't need the fighter to attack the battleship, because battleship's out of range for my fighters. I also bought a lot in the UK. I was really worried about being sea lioned. Here's my normal moves. I'm leaving 3 infantry in Australia. That's kind of, I've seen many people do that lately, and I really like it. Makes Australia that much hardier. Just checking my defense profiles. See if I want to change it, because I was really worried about being sea lioned here. That's why I put so much into the UK, and I couldn't really buy a fleet this round, so it seemed like a good idea at the time. In retrospect, it's probably a little bit of an overreaction on my part, and you know, probably don't need to buy quite that much there, because I obviously took out the transport in Season 5, because that's a normal thing. And so he could potentially come up with his battleship. That's kind of where I was thinking, and the fact that I can't really do anything about that submarine, and that submarine being alive makes it difficult for me for the next. Will make it difficult for the next 2 rounds. Dropping a fleet and so forth. So anyway, not a great UK1. He's looking kind of worrisome for me here. So anyway, that's it. On to Japan 1, and I'll be back for US 1 and Russia 2. Okay, so this is US 1. I didn't do UK 1 or Russia 1 commentary while I was recording, so I'll do it over. But so I'll do it over the top of the footage that I have. So this is US 1. So Japan, 2 transports, 1 tank, 2 infantry, 1 artillery. Okay. So he doesn't have a 4th transport, which I guess is, I don't know. It still looks pretty ominous over here, so we'll see how it goes. So combat, he took out the cruiser. No surprise there. He did lose 2 infantry and Yunnan, which is nice. This is the only good piece of information about this. Everything else, Bariati he took without losing. He just sent 3 infantry there, and I mean he does have the odds to take it with 3 infantry, but that's what he did. Pearl Harbor, he didn't lose a single unit in Pearl Harbor. So that's 2. That's 2 things where he didn't lose a single unit in C-Zone 7 when he attacked me there, and he didn't lose a single unit in 53. Fantastic luck for this guy. This game so far. Aside from Anhui is the only, or I'm sorry, Yunnan, which is the only thing that really didn't go his way. Everything. I mean, I guess he lost in Burma, but he just sent 1 infantry after it, so not a big deal for him. Yeah, Anhui and Yunnan. Sorry, Yunnan. He did lose 2 infantry there. So I guess he did on the mainland. He lost a lot, but I mean, this is. I mean, I can't even counterattack. This is so huge. Like I can't even. I'm just gonna get it clear out of here, and yep, that'll be that. I'm gonna keep the cruiser here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the cruiser here this turn just to help protect this, just in case he has any notions of sending his fighter. Maybe gonna build an aircraft carrier here. I can't even move here because of the submarine. That's why I pulled back. So I have to consolidate everything here, and then go to C-Zone 12 maybe next turn. I don't know what he's gonna do with this battleship. This is kind of a strange configuration here. I couldn't attack his battleship. I didn't have any. All I had was the bomber in range based on what he did, so I couldn't even do that. I tried to attack this because he had everything here, and I did kill the cruiser and 1 submarine, but 1 submarine survived, so that's where I'm at. Yep, here I don't think I'm going to attack this, just based on, well, I don't know. I'll give it some thought. He did suffer some land losses, so maybe this is now the time to do that, just to set him back even more. Hopefully slow down Japan, because based on this fleet here just completely surviving, he's going to have he's going to have free reign to the Pacific, and not only that, he's gonna be able to go into other. He's going to have fleet coverage to go into Africa pretty early, or even Alaska, which he may do. I don't know. He's like, especially with these 2 transports, he could just do it this next turn pretty easily. Nothing I can do to stop him, and he can go in there pretty heavily. So I don't know. I don't think he's going to do this, but who knows? Who knows? He could do that. I'm not going to act like he's going to do that. Other than I might actually pull this infantry out of here. That would be the only thing that I do. Just there's no reason to have him die, because he could, I guess, well, okay, I might leave him in there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Make him commit he can just commit planes. If he's going, he could commit planes. So I'll leave him in there. I'll leave him in there. No big deal. Okay. So USA. All right. So I'm gonna do my get myself a aircraft carrier and 2 transports. Okay. I'll do that. Nothing to attack. I don't think this round, unless I decide to go for Kwangtung. That's the only thing. So I'll pause it here and see if that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'll commit 1 infantry. I'm not going in there with both infantry, so I'll do that. 1, 2, or 1, 1, 2, 3. So I land in India. Okay, that is it. That's it. I can't attack here. Good grief, that was really unfortunate. That I'm not saying it changed but it changed his strategy going forward. I would say, like, he can be a lot more bolder than he normally could. And in fact, he moved his bomber down here. What in the world? Oh, probably because he participated in 53 and had to land somewhere. But still, that is kind of a strange place to land the bomber. So he might be. No, I don't know what he's going to do because he doesn't have any transports in range. So I don't know why this. Maybe he wants to. I don't get that. Maybe he. 2, 3. Wait, I say 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I can't. I don't know what that is. I don't know why the bomber landed here and not here. And it concerns me. It concerns me that he landed here because I don't know what he's planning to do. It's very, very strange to me. Anyway. All right. So, all right, I guess that's it. I'll give that a shot. Hopefully, at least knock out that infantry. That's all I wanted. That's really the only goal I have here. Not necessarily to take. If I take it, great. But if I at least knock out that infantry, that slows them down a little bit. Alright, good. Oh, good. I took it. Okay, fantastic. Time things start going my way a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing with. Oh, I can't because I don't have any fighters in range. Oh, I do. I do have this fighter. I could do the same thing with this. I did want this fighter here though, so I may not do that, unfortunately, because I need to kill this battleship. I can't, and this transport mainly. The transport is going to cause all sorts of problems with me holding on to Africa. So I gotta kill that as soon as I possibly can. Okay. Well, I'm going to proceed as if he's not going into Alaska. Although, like I said, I have suspicions that that might be a choice of his. You know what? I'm just going to do that because I would go here so that I could be available for Africa. But these guys are probably going into Eastern Canada anyway, so I might as well go into Western Canada. Yeah, and maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'll make him think twice. If I move this guy here with this, I'll have a fairly significant counterattack right away. So, although 1, 2, 3, yeah, I can't. I don't need that on the ship right now, so I could go there with that and then there with that. In fact, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe just convince him that it's a losing plan. That'll be the thing. So, all right, I'm gonna move everything here. Don't know what he's gonna do with his battleship. That'll be interesting. I don't know if he's gonna try to, marry these two up. But I don't know what this plan is. It's kind of my gut is telling me this, he's just going to come back here and use the battleship and transport to go here, 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 or here. This is kind of the typical thing until the battleship is dead. If he comes here and tries to take this, that would probably be the best play for him because then I can't counterattack and go 1, 2. This fighter can't reach 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'd have to be there. which is fine. That's especially since he cleared this out for me. Thank you very much. I can sit comfortably there, and that's what I'll do with this other fighter. Maybe I'll land it. No, I need it here. I need it right here on that aircraft carrier. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Oops. Okay, I can't click that. All right, I can't move up into Sea Zone 10 because of his submarine, so everything's got to go here. That submarine, the inability to kill that, although, yeah, the inability to kill that submarine has, and his not losing a single unit has really delayed me in Europe, unfortunately. That's a huge deal. Because the only thing I can protect it with is one destroyer. And that's good, I guess, but that's a lot to risk there, so I'm not going to do that. It's just too risky. Okay. Just going to check my non-coms, and I'll come right back. Yeah. Okay, the only thing I did was move this guy back. Just really thought about moving that cruiser up here, obviously, or, well, not here. Season 12 is not a good place, but 11. I don't know, I guess I'm just being paranoid. I just want to protect this just in case he could send 2 fighters here. He'd only have a 25% chance to win, but, you know, it may be worth it for him. They're so far out of position anyway. He may think that, and he probably wasn't expecting to even have one of these fighters live. He may not even, I don't know, did he even put his aircraft carrier in the fight? That is kind of a curious thing. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't. He actually had to move his aircraft carrier into the Sea Zone 53 because he probably didn't expect to have no losses. He probably was expecting to kill the one fighter, and he was so successful that he had to move his aircraft carrier this way. So that still doesn't explain why he moved this way. I don't know what this is. Maybe because of how successful he was, he's thinking that he can just be in the Pacific with us and he's planning on moving this whole fleet this way, like just to contest the Atlantic. All the more reason to consolidate my fleet. Yeah, very strange. Very strange. This move is really strange to me. This one has me wondering what the plan is here. This is because there's no transports to take anything, so I don't know what that fleet is really supporting. And the bomber too, like just everything is. This is a really bizarre play, and not bizarre in a bad way. Like I don't think he made a mistake. He meant to do this. Like he meant to go here. He meant to go here. So I don't know what he has planned, but it is definitely very unconventional. Yeah. Whew. A little worried about that play. Yeah. Okay. Right? There's no transports in range of... Okay. Paranoid. Okay. But I could do anything anyway with that. Alright, so... should I do 4 and 4 here? I wonder. He did buy a lot of infantry that round. So... do that, or I could do that, just buy a massive amount of infantry. I don't really have that many artillery, so I guess I could. Alright, I guess I could do that. Alright. Fine. I'm going to use a lot of infantry this round, so next. That means in future rounds I'm going to try to go more infantry heavy in future rounds, but I'll get this going up for now. All right. Well, that's combat. I wonder if I want to move out of there though. Planes. He has one plane of range, and the rest of his planes are so far away. So I could probably stay there around. Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, even if he does kill that, I mean, he's got only a 40% chance. Even if he does kill it, he'd lose quite a bit of infantry. Yeah, I don't know what he would lose quite a bit of infantry, so I think I might stay. Okay. So it's just one there. See what happens. Yeah, so okay. I don't want to do anything else, right? I have Ukraine. He didn't take it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I don't absolutely need to win these, so I'm not committing that much to it. Okay, I guess I don't get to. All right. He's hoping to take out the infantry. That would have been nice. Alright, well I did one. Now he will be able to stack Karelia, because he can land planes there now, if he wants to. I guess I should have committed more because of that option to stack. I'll leave that aircraft. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Like this. I mean, it doesn't matter on any subs, but there we go. I should have committed 2 to try to win there. I just didn't want to. His buy. His buy in the last round, I was trying to conserve as many infantry as I possibly could. But now he can stack this very comfortably, which means that I may have to do a Mediterranean shuffle instead, which is fine. I can do that. But he's contesting that too with this, but this way I'll be able to clear it out with the American fleet. That means I should have had my cruiser up here then. It's okay, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's no big deal. What he's going to do is it's going to be depending on what he does with the battleship. Maybe he's just going to reinforce this more and he's going to leave his battleship there. If that's the case, then I'm coming here with the UK. And just that means he will have 2 more turns with that transport. Because then after that I could just kill it. But and then I'll come here to sea zone 12. Oh, I can't kill that. That submarine is really a pest. that's the thing. If that submarine wasn't there, I would have moved this cruiser up, and that submarine there is just a huge deal because I couldn't move to sea zone 10 just because all I had to defend was a destroyer, so it would have been super risky. God, it's really rough. Maybe I should have taken it. I needed the fighters too. I don't know. I'm gonna drop a UK fleet this turn, so maybe that'll just be okay. Yeah. All right. Because he only has 2 fighters to attack the UK fleet. He has a submarine, and then I would have aircraft, 2 fighters, destroyer. Did I save money? No, I don't think I did. I save? No, I didn't save any money. But I must. Oh, I bought a lot of. That's right, because I was worried about a possible sea lion attempt. And who knows, he may still be doing that. I just wanted to be prepared for that. So yeah, that would be my buy next turn. No, it's still only giving me a 72% chance, and he wouldn't be losing all that much. I'll do it anyway and see what happens. Changed my defense profile already. Stay there. Okay. That's it. He'll probably do a Corellius stack this turn. Yeah, I should have. If I wanted to prevent that, I would have had to go in a little bit heavier here. Because then he would go here, and then I could, like, if he went heavy, although he could probably do it heavy enough because he actually has enough to hold it even without his planes. So yeah, this is probably not that big of a deal. So anyway, that's it. We'll be back for UK2.
Okay, so this is UK2. He bought a bomber this round, 9 infantry. So I have to watch out for that now as I try to move my fleet in position. He took back Ukraine and Belarus with 2 infantry each. The UK, and he left his battleship and transport there in Season 14, so that's why I'm moving up. I'm in the non-combat round. That's why I'm moving up to the Season 17 with the UK fleet. So my combat, I just did 2 bombing, 2 IPC and a bombing raid, and I bought 3 infantry for India and bought the fleet, so aircraft carrier and a destroyer for Season 7. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to move up into Season 17 to try to... Unfortunately, that battleship and transport are going to live another round, which is not good. It's more troops that he can funnel into Africa, so not particularly thrilled about that. I am moving up into Greenland, which is kind of an awkward or strange thing. I mean, it's not really it's pretty non-conventional. I just it just gives me access to more sea zones in Europe than Season 10 does. And, you know, I can't go all the way into Europe this round, so I'm just trying to do the next best thing. Try to get as close as I can. So just getting in position for next round. Still not looking great for me, especially since the German fleet is still alive, but we'll hopefully deal with that next round. Yeah, we'll see that. We'll see what we can do. But I'll be back for US round 2. So this is US round 2. Gonna kind of do my standard round 2 buy of 3 infantry, 3 transports if I'm going KGF, which this is what I'm doing. So just kill Germany first. So yeah, just get myself some more units up into Europe, or close to Europe. Hopefully at some point get there a little quicker. Just doing a bombing raid for Berlin. That's the only combat I'm doing. So kind of skipped ahead through that. Just it was a good bombing raid, actually. Feels like I don't have very many of those, so I'm pretty happy with that. Briefly thought about putting my bomber either in West Russia or Caucasus is not defended well enough, so I decided to just go back to go back to London with it. Gonna use the U.S. infantry to block Novo with, just to preserve as many Russian infantry as I can for the defense of West Russia. Briefly decided, or thought about going, just to defend Alaska again, but he didn't move any transports this direction, as I thought maybe he might, so I'm just gonna go everything east at this point. Try to move towards everything else is gonna go up into
Greenland's kind of an awkward place to stage a landing, but just kind of happened that way with the way that Season 7 and the remaining sub went, so I couldn't move forward in round 1, so, you know, Greenland does offer me a couple more sea zones access, and I still have access to Africa if I want to do that too. So kind of just keeps my options open. I think at this point I'm not even sure where I'm going. I just wanted to have a number of options just to see what transpired. So anyway, that was U.S. round 2. So I'm set up now for round 3 push towards Europe. I do have a slight attack power deficit, so I will hopefully make that up in the next round. So for Russia, I decided to do 9 infantry, just because I did have pretty heavy artillery by last round, so just to balance it out. I had second thoughts, obviously, but I convinced myself that that's the right play. So for combat, I'm just gonna try to take Belarus and Ukraine. That's all I'm doing with the USSR. I am counting out air power to see if he has a chance to take Yakut there. I believe I determined that he does, so I'm gonna back out of there, at least in a small part, just to preserve any infantry. You know, normally I like to stay just to make Japan use a lot, but the fact that Germany bought so much inventory, I'm going to need all that infantry in the west here, so I'm going to do that. So I'm just kind of skipped ahead of non-combat. So the battle went, I did take Belrussia with 1 artillery left, and I did not have a surviving ground unit for Ukraine. I did send an infantry, an artillery, and a fighter against each of those, and they had 2 infantry in each of those. So kind of a below average result, but you know, I got rid of the 2 infantry. I just kind of destroyed the units. Not such a great trade for me, but you know, it's not a disaster either. So yep, this is kind of my non-combat at the end of the round. So I will kick it back over to Germany and push on to UK 3. So this is UK 3. He moved his battleship and transport to Season 16. He's definitely being crafty with it. Makes it so that I can't get it yet again. So even though my fleet is in Season 17, I cannot. It's not enough to. Well, I have to commit all my ships, I guess. I guess I could kill it with that, but I decided not to. Decided to go for Libya instead and just kill troops there. The main reason is because he doesn't have lots of troops in the south, so I kind of assume that he's not going to be able to use that transport this round. So I said, well, I can live another one. I hate letting this thing live as long as it has, but I just kind of calculate it's a better opportunity to try to kill whatever is in Libya there, just to contest Africa a little bit more before he's able to consolidate his armies there, the ones that are coming up from Algeria. So the purchases are 2 infantry, 1 transport, and 2 fighters. Trying to just get fighters into West Russia as he pushes more and more troops that way. I decided to push all the way into Sea Zone 5. Well, I'm killing that submarine, actually. I'm not pushing in there. I'm just killing that submarine. So the destroyer and all my planes after that submarine. Hopefully I kill it in the first round. And then I am going to attack Libya there. That unfortunately means that my bomber's not available for... well, it's too far away to try to kill that battleship in Season 16. I briefly considered doing a strategic bombing raid, but I'm thinking I need that bomber next round to help me kill that battleship, so I decided not to do that. I don't want to risk losing it, so I brought it into Sea Zone 5 to try to kill that submarine. I know I sent a lot after it, but it was a lot closer than I really thought it should be. I don't think I show the combat here. I think I'm skipping. I think I skipped straight to non-combat here. But yeah, that's kind of my idea. Pushing into North northwestern Europe as well. So just getting some guys there. Yeah, I actually do. And it was the bomber that actually killed it. So thankfully, even though I brought all those planes, everything missed except the bomber. So good thing I did bring that bomber after all. The Libya attack, pretty decent round one for me, and pretty dang good one for him. So actually, all in all, a bad first round for me. But he was able to miss back he did miss back on the second round. So all in all, not terrible. So I'm moving my med fleet west to try to link up with some of my fleets in the Atlantic. Just moving up from Brazil up to Canada. There, try to get them more in a fight, and then I guess I'm pushing in. I know that's right. I think I do remember. I push into, or I go into season 6, which does mean I do have to defend quite heavily. But I do season 6 so that I can place my 2 fighters that I just bought on the aircraft carrier, so I don't have to spend an extra turn to get them into place. I will support the UK fleet with the US fleet in season 2 there. Some of them, and some of them I might go down into Africa now that it's open. So everything goes into, well, not everything. 2 infantry go into India. Everything else goes into London. So I didn't get a full buy of infantry in India, but he doesn't appear to be going for it. So I think I can get away with that. Yeah. So from this point forward, it's not necessarily optimum strategy that I'm searching for. Just what can I get away with? What my opponent is allowing me to do, and he's very cautious. He is moving his battleship away from my air force as much as possible. I think now he really has nowhere to go. So I think in round 4 I'll be able to take it out. But he's been very cautious up to this point, buying a lot of infantry, not going after things that don't give him overwhelming odds. So I'm kind of noticing that. So I'm being a little less cautious myself. I'm being more risky, like not doing a full infantry buy in India this round. So we'll see how that pays off for me. That's it. We'll be back for US 3 then. So this is US round 3. Japan bought a transport, a tank, 2 artillery, and 5 infantry. So I think he's up to, finally puts him up to 4 transports. Kind of interesting that he got there in round 3. He was not terribly lucky in Yakut. I did leave those infantry there, and he wasn't able to take it. He lost 3 fighters in the process. Did take Novo, Kazakh, and Burma, though. Lost a couple of infantry there, 1 in Kazakh, 1 in Burma. So he did take those. So Yakut was not all that great for him. I'm sure what all he took there, but obviously not enough. So a little bit of luck in our favor there. Those Russians held firm there in the Far East, so good for us. So I'm just going to move into Norway here. That's really the only move. I'm not going to go full in to Scandinavia because I can't defend enough seasons. I can only defend, season 6 and season 14 right now. And that's kind of the reason why I only went into Norway with 1 unit. And I actually kind of had to reverse, basically. I had to go back to Eastern Canada here. Not really thrilled about this move, but I'm just not able to defend enough of the seasons with the amount of planes that he has there. Trying to get the UK fleet from India up into the Atlantic, so I want to make sure that survives. So I do have to support it with the US Navy, and because of that, I'm not able to move where I want to move. So next turn, I'm going to go down into Africa, into Morocco, and then do a Mediterranean shuffle. But for now, I had to go back to Eastern Canada. Kind of an unfortunate thing. But I did take Norway. I'm able to hold comfortably Season 6 and Season 14. Once I get past that awkwardness, I should be able to get the fleets together and get the shuffles going. So I did do so for Russia I did 8 infantry. Yeah, I calculated this out. And I made some notes to myself. Should be Kazakh should be an 80% chance to win, and then Caucasus should also somewhere in that neighborhood too, even though it says favorable. So I should win both of these fights. It's 80's not that great of a margin, so let's do it. And yeah, first round in Caucasus did not go well. Second round also did not go well. So I unfortunately was not going to be able to take Caucasus. It's just unfortunate. I couldn't devote any more infantry because I wouldn't be able to hold West Russia. So I had to be very sparing with mine. This should have been a victory, but he hit with all 4 of his defensive units on the way back. It's just, I mean, that was just devastating. All those hits back, not expecting that. I'm expecting 2 hits, 3 if we're lucky, but definitely not 4. And that means I don't take any territories this turn. Really bad round for me. I mean, I guess it makes up for the bad luck that he had, that my opponent had in Yakut, but just really unfortunate. And that only netted me, now I'm down to 17 IPC. So Russia's in kind of a bad situation because of that round. Not looking great. For round 4, I was pretty unhappy with Russia. Not looking good at all. He can obviously take back Belarusia, and he can't quite go into West Russia, easily, but he could if he wanted to. He does have some odds there, so that is something that he could decide to do. But anyway, hopefully we can turn. Round 4 did not start out well for us, so hopefully we can turn around by the end of the round. So that's it. I'll be back for UK 4. So this is UK round 4. He bought 9 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 tanks. He's able to mobilize into Caucasus because I wasn't able to take it last round. Put a tank and artillery in Karelia and the rest into Germany. Yeah, so unfortunately I was not able to take her. I should have taken it, but I got some poor dice rolls, so did not take it. He did push into Archangel, so just more territories now I have to take back. So I'm going to do 4 infantry, 2 tanks, and a fighter. 2 of those tanks are going to go in India, or those 2 tanks are going to go in India, and along with an infantry, the rest is going to go in London. I'm obviously noticing around 4 he's stacking Karelia, Germany, and France. So if he does make a play towards India, I have to look out for the VC snipe. Hawaii obviously is very open and available, but he hasn't really done like a big push towards India. So actually, this round I think I'm going to take some units out of India and kind of move them north to try to help Russia. So finally going to be able to take out this battleship and transport now all the way in round 4. The only silver lining of this, it's not going to cost me a bomber to do it, or it shouldn't at least. I'm going to use a destroyer in there as some cannon fodder. Also going to move into Northwestern Europe. He did not destroy the destroyer in Season 5 that I used to take out the submarine. I don't know why he didn't. He just left it alone, so I get to have that now. I get to keep that destroyer from Season 5, so thankfully. As I'm fumbling around, I'm going to go into Northwestern Europe with 4 infantry and
with a cruiser bombardment and 2 fighters from the aircraft carrier. So that's going to end up in Holland there. 2 fighters. So the cruiser bombardment and the 2 fighters from Season 6 should go in there as well. I think eventually I do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And yeah, that should be, I think that's it as far, no, I am, okay. So I am going to take my 2 fighters and do something a little risky and try to attack in Caucasus, hoping that I don't lose a fighter. That would be unfortunate. Just trying to clear a way for Russia to go in there and take it as cheaply as possible, because I can't afford him to have Caucasus yet another round. So a little bit of a risky play for me. I don't normally do that, but I can't afford the extra infantry to take it with Russia. So I just skipped ahead to the non-combat round. I actually did lose a fighter in Caucasus. Very unfortunate. Actually, the first round everybody missed, including my 2 fighters. So it was really just an unfortunate thing. In Holland, though, I didn't lose a single unit. So those 4 infantry survived. So I mean, that's a good thing, right? And they're going to die this round, but that means he's going to commit more. So I guess that is a good thing. I would have rather just lost units there and not lost units in Caucasus if I was being picky. But I did lose the destroyer in Season 15, so I don't have to think about that anymore. That's okay. I was kind of expecting a shot back from the battleship, but yeah, I didn't lose the bomber at least, so that's still around. Submarine I don't need anymore, so I'm going to have it go off into the Pacific. And yeah, I'm going to move out of India a little bit, try to help out Russia in the north. So since he's not moving very many units towards India, I think it's safe to pull some stuff out to help out up north. So that's pretty much it for my non-coms. For the U.S., is going to go into Morocco this round, so because now I'll be able to. Well, actually, I do need to move the fleet out of Season 14 into Season 13. So I'm only going to be able to defend 2. Right now, I can only defend 2 seasons at a time, so that's going to be 8 and 13 that I'm going to defend. So move out of there and defend Season 13 with combo UK and US fleet. So that's it for my non-coms. And yep, just do my mobilization. So 2 tanks, 1 infantry, and the rest in London. Yeah, 1 fighter actually goes on the aircraft carrier, so I'm only going to have 1 fighter on this aircraft carrier. I need more fighters in Russia and Western Russia. I actually have to have 3 fighters in Moscow because of how unsuccessful I was in taking out Japanese units there in Novo and Kazakh. So yeah, it's just really unfortunate. The poor dice rolls has made me have to devote more fighters to Russia than I would have liked to. So it is what it is. I still have a little bit of a deficit as far as attack power goes, but see if we can turn that around. I'll be back for USA round 4. So he bought 2 tanks, 1 artillery, and 8 infantry. He's got a lot coming into the mainland now. He moved his submarine this direction. I'm a little worried about it because he's stacking these 3 again. This is having the makings of a VC snipe, especially. Well, he hasn't really gone after India that much, but he can just easily pivot. So I've had to siphon troops off to help Russia.
But I can easily pivot too, so we'll see how it goes depending on his move. I'll have to recalculate this and see if I can still hold India, because now India is like a huge deal. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a misplay by me, but I really did try to overthink this. I was going to go in and do a med check. I just don't know if I have enough ships to hold this, and one sea zone here for the UK with all of his air power that he has. So that's going to be challenging because he's using Japanese fighters to help him hold places. So normally, like, some of these fighters would be up here. That would give me more range down here. But since he's using Japanese fighters to help him hold places, like, he's able to threaten more of my fleet down here in the south. So it does kind of suck. This guy's pretty good. I haven't seen him really make a terrible play. Although the only terrible play I did, I don't know, terrible, but I don't know if, and maybe, who knows, this maybe was intentional. But I had a destroyer here in one of the rounds, and he didn't kill it. I had to send it in there to kill his last remaining sub, and he didn't kill it, so I was able to evacuate it out. I don't know if that was an oversight or if he just didn't care about it. I don't know. But anyway. So with the U.S., I bought 10 infantry and a fighter. I was going to try to come in here, but I can't defend Sea Zone 3 and Sea Zone 8 and Sea Zone 13 effectively, so I'm going to have to not do that, basically. Yeah, it's just, there's no way to defend all three, so that's why I'm coming down here. Actually, I am going to do one last little calculation to see if I can spread it out, but I doubt I can do all three. Yeah, there's no way I can defend all three, so I'll have to do it like this. As it is here, this is like a 60-something% chance to hold if I move my aircraft carrier down here. But I figure that he's not going to want to do that because it does lose a lot of his planes, so that's a 64% chance, and then an 82% chance to win to defend here. So there's not, like, I can't defend, even though he only has a bomber, I can't adequately defend Sea Zone 3 with what I have left, so I have to go in here. Maybe a little misplay on me, but move this aircraft carrier because it was in Sea Zone 14. I thought originally I was going to do this med check, but then I realized I couldn't defend all these sea zones, so with the ships that I have, it just has too much air power. So I guess this is what I'm doing. Yep, and do a strategic bombing raid. Again, crossing my fingers, my God. As you know, in turn one, I had some just terrible dice with as far as defense goes, and that just really colored the whole game for me, unfortunately. So we'll see if I can not run into that sort of thing here. So anyway, here we go. Oh, good. Whew. Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna move this guy out. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a misplay here, unless I can just take this AA gun and move it up here, I guess, next turn if I have the numbers, which I should now. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll move in here and try to take this and this, and then I won't be able to do that, so we'll see. I'll move it back here. I don't know. Maybe the med shuck, we can still work it out somehow with our fleet, or if I might need to buy more fleet. But for right now, I just need to get troops into Europe. I couldn't afford to buy more fleet. It went so bad for Russia. I had to accelerate things. As you can see, Russia's in a really bad spot. So. Yeah. So I'm just going to double check my non-coms and I'll be right back. Here we go. Should be good. I don't know if we're catching up, but at least we're staying close. Oof, only 5, I guess I was down. Only 5 infantry this turn. It's pretty bad. I really want to win that one. I'm tired of like losing when I should totally win, and if I lose that one, I lose the game. So I can't not do that because he could just blitz his tanks. Well, I guess it's not a foregone conclusion because I will have some guys left over. Maybe I shouldn't commit that many then. I will do that at least. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I'd like to win this one. Don't necessarily have to win that one, but I would like to because he could stack it with planes. So I guess I do kind of want to win that one too. So I will commit, and then it should give me 2 infantry to go here, and I should be able to hold that. That'll give me 16. 2 anti-aircraft guns. And I should have 6, 7, 8 fighters there and 2 bombers, for what that's worth. And he's gonna have 16, 4, 7 tanks, and then bomber 1, 2. Yeah, he can get the bomber there, and the 2. He can only get the 2 fighters there, so that would give me a 94% chance to hold unless I miss something. Yeah, yeah. So should be able to do that then. I could probably afford another infantry then here, which I might do. Okay. I'll recalculate at the end. But I should be able to do this because that extra US fighter helps a lot. Hopefully this gets me back a lot of territory because I've lost quite a bit. This last turn, the last turn was a disaster. I lost here and here when I should have. I had 80 and 88% chance to win, and I lost them both, which is ridiculous. Yeah, this should be it. This should be good. Yeah, I can't trade those yet. I thought about maybe using the U.S. and to just clear, planes to clear out, but I did that here, and that kind of backfired on me. I lost a plane when I shouldn't have. So yeah, just bad news all around. All right, let's see if we get some crappy luck again. Oh, good. Oh, right away. Jeez, that tank was sturdy. I was having trouble clearing that tank. Okay. Man. my infantry have rolled 6 times. There, finally. Like, my infantry just never hits, I guess. Alright, and then fairness, it didn't hit at all either, so. But it's about time he got some, you know, not so fantastic luck like he's been getting, so. Alright, gonna redo the calculation here again just to be sure I didn't miss anything, and then I'll do my non-com. Okay, I should be good with one more infantry here, and I can afford to put one there to help hold stuff down, hold down the fort, hold it down, don't let it float away. This is still dicey for me, like super. But it'll be nice to get some more income. I had what, I had 14 or something there. What is it? I had 17. Yeah, I had 17 to spend, so that was not good at all. It definitely hurt this round. So, okay. Back over to Polyus, and I'll be back for UK 5.
So this is UK 5. So Germany bought 9 infantry, an artillery, and a fighter, and repaired 3 IPC on its industrial complex. Took Egypt, northwestern Europe, lost 2, and it took Caucasus back. They took Caucasus back. Infantry there. So I built 8 infantry, 2 artillery. Just doing now I'm just in full shuffle mode from London. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take Caucasus back for Russia, since I have the units finally to do it with. So I'm gonna do that. Also decided I was going to try to clear out Ukraine for Russia, although I do not have a ground unit to take it. So I was just going to take it out with a plane and hopefully not lose the plane this time. Just to spare Russia valuable infantry that it needs to hold West Russia. I am going to take Holland back if I can. I'm going to go in there. So this round I'm going to be defending C-Zone 5, and I'm going to set up to defend C-Zone 15, because I am going in there into Italy and Southern Europe with the US. So I am going to take Finland and Baltic states. So I'm going to try to take as many territories as I can, make him take back territories, make him spread out his inventory, hopefully break up this 3 stacks that he has going on. So it's kind of the idea, just maximize the kind of pressure that we're putting on. The only combat I'm going to show here is that infantry did hit back, unfortunately, and I didn't take out the bomber because the fighter's not too valuable. So the bomber that I did save from not taking out the German fleet until round 4 is now gone, so it's unfortunate. That's twice now that I've lost British aircraft or UK aircraft to German infantry, so those are obviously not good trades. Not going to do that again. Not a good idea. I mean, it was a good idea. There's an element of risk there, obviously, and I knew it going in, but neither of those risks paid off for me, so unfortunate there. So I'm gonna get some more units to drop into Norway, just to get some more on the mainland of Europe. Threaten that Karelia stack a little bit. We'll need a lot more to do that. And again, I'm going to set up for a U.S. Landing in Season 15. I'm going to send the sub more towards the Pacific, as I mentioned, just to have it there. So 3 infantry in India and rest in London. I didn't move any out of India because he does have quite a few units now, Japanese units that he could threaten India again. So I'm gonna play it safe and not put anything there, or not move anything out of India. Just keep it there and see what he does. So anyway, that's all I have. US 5 like I said, gonna be landing in the southern portion of Europe, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll be back for that.
So back for USA 5. Look at Japan. He bought another transport. Makes 6 transports for him. That's a lot. I don't know what that purchase is. I don't understand it. He bought 6 infantry, a fighter, and 2 artillery. But yeah, the amount of transports he has is kind of a strange thing. He still can go into Alaska. I have nothing there to dissuade him, but I don't think he's going to. He did take Transjordan, which is a concern. He moved his fleet this way to the west in Season 34. Obviously this gives him the option to go into the Mediterranean with this Japanese fleet, which he very well could be doing. So yeah, I need to make that a priority to get out of there. He went into Novo as well, and he took Kazakh. So yeah, I need to push back the Japanese threat there. Yeah, but the 6 transports, I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I said I'm gonna build a couple destroyers. Probably not such a fantastic idea, but I'm gonna build a couple of destroyers. And I'm gonna reinforce Hawaii eventually with just to dissuade a cheeky, VC snipe. So I'm just going to do that. This is the destroyers that I'm doing. Build 7 infantry and artillery, just some more troops to go into Europe. So combat. So I'm going to lightly take Italy and Southern Europe, just 1 infantry each for now. I'm not going to go in there too heavy, because he's got a lot to take back with it. So, and the fact that they're threatening North Africa, Germany and Japan. So I just want to have units there to contest that, kind of dissuade him from doing that. So I just kind of moved across there. Just did a bombing raid on Berlin and lost my bomber. So that's that, I guess. I lost both. That makes both my bombers gone now. Bombing raids are, well, not to bombing raids. The other one I lost attacking single infantry in a territory that didn't work out. So yeah, not a good round for the bombers. So yeah, I'm just gonna push in, deeper into go into Libya there. Drop off some more troops. The fleet obviously is vulnerable there from the Japanese fleet, so this is all on the idea that I'm able to close off the Suez Canal to him. So hopefully I can do that with UK's turn. But yeah, the rest of it is we're just moving south, getting things more in position to make some more attacks from the Mediterranean. And that's pretty much it. Just moving down there. But I think we're looking good. I just put the destroyers over there. Again, not probably the best idea. Just want to. The thing of it is, I can't do it too late. Like if I decide, oh no, I need to it's too late. So I gotta kind of do a preemptive thought. So it does take some resources, but USA's got enough to work through that. And the fact that I'm pushing into the Mediterranean, it'll be a couple rounds before my transports are back to North America to pick up some more guys. So I think I have some leeway there. So I'm checking the math for West Russia, make sure I can hold it. Although I think I was like 50-60%, something like that. It was pretty tight, and I'm fine with that.
for a couple reasons. West Rush is not, not the end-all be-all. If I lose it, I lose it. Hopefully I take out most of his troops. But also, he hasn't been super risky, so I don't predict that he was going to take that option. He's been very conservative, so I'm going to give him lesser and lesser odds as the rounds go by, just to see what he's willing to actually do. So yeah, all I did was took back took back the Novo. I did not take back Kazakh, so just did that. And now we're even attack power, so pretty good, pretty good. Looking a little better. Still got a ways to go, but just hanging in there. Yeah, we'll back for UK round 6. So what I plan to do with UK is, well, he'll probably take back, so just retake all the stuff that he's going to take back this turn. Just, again, make him move stuff around to try to dislodge, the foothold that he has there. So we'll see how it goes. I'm also going to try to take back Persia. Yeah, that's pretty, or Syria, sorry, or Transjordan, I'm sorry. That's pretty important to take back, so that's what I'll be doing. I'll be back for that. So back for round UK 6. So you bought an artillery, 2 tanks, and 9 infantry, and repaired a point of damage. So nothing too crazy, nothing too puzzling. So took back Ukraine. He did take Finland. I was a little puzzled by that, but that's fine. Took back Baltic states. Lost 1 infantry in Finland, 1 infantry in Southern Europe, and 1 in Northwestern Europe. So yeah, so not bad. They took back quite a bit. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Just get them to move stuff around. As I'm looking at the map, I noticed that he didn't land any planes in Germany. So it's 9 infantry. I think they're pretty lightly defended. So I decided I'm going to go for it. My buy is 11 infantry, just so I can do a max deployment. 8 infantry in the UK and 3 in India. So yeah, I'm going to go for it. If he's not going to defend it, it will take everything I have. This will, can't obviously take anything else. Take all the planes that I have to do it. I actually looked at this for quite a while before I decided to do it. I obviously did the calculation. Pretty close. I do need to take Transjordan back again. I don't want his fleet coming up into the Mediterranean, and I need to take the Kazakh back, the Japanese infantry there. So those are my attacks. So we're going to do Germany first. I don't always do the combat, but since this is a big one, I'm going to show this combat. Missed the bombardment. Not a great first round. I guess it's okay. They get 4 hits back on me. Not a great second round, only 2 hits. 2 back. So yeah, hasn't gone fantastic. That was a good round. But he did get 2 hits, so I'm gonna have to take a plane hit to take the territory. That's the whole idea. And I am able to take it with 1 tank. I did lose 1 fighter taking it, and we lose the same amount of IPC, but I do take the territory. So that is a big turning point, obviously. So Transjordan actually went very well. I did manage to take it with 1 tank left. I didn't have to even use a plane. So yeah, that's a good thing for me. So 3 infantry versus 1. I didn't have. I had to use all my planes to take Germany. So yeah, first round he hits me back. I cannot hit this stupid infantry at all. So yeah, he hit me twice, and I decided to retreat. This was a mistake. Shouldn't have retreated there. I should have gone to the death, because I really need to take out that infantry in Kazakh. That was a mistake not to continue there, but I did. I retreated. not a good idea. So yeah, I take a long time to figure out where to put my fighters. I'm trying to do like 5 things at once. I want to defend India, defend West Russia. I need to defend Sea Zone 5 and Sea Zone 13. I gotta do all that with all the UK's planes. So pretty difficult to do. I go back and forth a lot here. Decide I'm gonna put them here and put them here, and just move them around until I get to where I do a number of calculations. I finally settle on offering him the better odds on India and West Russia. I think I offer India at a 55% for him to win, and I feel like that's a good. It's a 55%, but when I look at the average IBC loss, it will be the same. So it'll be a costly victory if he was going to go into India. So I do leave that there. I do need, like I said, I need to defend Sea Zone 5 fairly heavily, and Sea Zone 13. He's got so many points. Sea Zone 13 not so bad because he can only hit me there with bombers, so I don't need tons of support there. But I will eventually move my aircraft carrier over there to do that. Now, as I'm doing this, I am not realizing the biggest mistake of all that I haven't done here, and this will become important. Not taking that infantry in Kazakh there makes Moscow vulnerable. Not only vulnerable, but likely to be taken if he sees it. He brings his two tanks, his infantry, and all of his planes, and obviously he'd have to he may have to take planes as casualties to do it, but that's certainly worth it to take Moscow. If he sees it, that would be very, very bad. So I didn't see it here. As I'm moving stuff around, I don't know what I would have done if I did see it. Probably land some more planes, although the only planes I had were in Transjordan, and I don't think they can reach. So I don't think there was anything that really I could even do, even if I had seen it at this point. So yeah, Moscow is going to be vulnerable. I think I calculated like a 92% for him to take it if he commits all his planes. That would be, like I said, it would be very costly for him to take it, but he would definitely do it. And I would do it if I were in his place, especially now that Berlin's gone. I would definitely do it. So yeah, good round for me taking Berlin, but I'm very nervous about Kazakh and Moscow. So I'm unfortunately this happened at the end of an evening, so I had to go all night thinking about is he gonna try to take Moscow or not. So yeah, he didn't do his move until early the next morning, so we'll be back for that, see what happens. Okay, so this is US round 6. So yeah, he did not take Moscow. I think this is a big mistake by him. I think he should have done that. I left it open. He definitely could have gone in there. He had odds to do it. He did not. So I was very relieved to see that he did not take that. He definitely should have. He bought yet another transport. I don't know. I lost track of this. That's 7 transports he has for Japan. That's a lot. I think he's losing some value there. Not able to fill all the transports up, especially since he's pushing ever more and more west. Like he could put a lot more pressure on Russia if he didn't concentrate so much on that. So I'm going to do 7 infantry, 3 artillery, a destroyer, and a transport that's going to go. The transport's going to go in the western U.S. I'm still going to move forward with my plan to reinforce Hawaii just to counteract the idea of a BC snipe, even though I don't think that's a possibility for him anymore. The fact that I took Berlin last round, it's just he's not going to be able to keep the stacks like he wants to any longer. So I'm going to go a little heavier into Southern Europe and Italy this round. I'm definitely 100% gonna take Egypt. Just to keep his fleet. Yeah, we're fighting over that. He really wants to get his fleet up into the Mediterranean, and I keep denying him that. But yeah, I'm gonna go heavier into Italy and so there, just because I can now. Now he's distracted with Berlin. He's gonna want to get that back, so he's not gonna want to have to devote so much to Italy. So I just fast forwarded through the combat. I obviously took Italy and Southern Europe. I think I lost an infantry in Poland, so kind of unfortunate, but it is. I just fast forwarded through there, moved my guys along into Algeria and Africa. I did briefly consider going into France, but it was kind of risky, and I just didn't see there was no good reason to take a risk at this point. So I just decided to just shuffle them down into Africa and possibly go back into Italy and Southern Europe again with them. So that's what I did. So those guys are going down to Morocco. But I do like staging in C-Zone 10 because it gives me a lot of options from there, as opposed to directly from C-Zone 11 over to Morocco. So, that's what I did. So moved the stuff over. Have a good presence in Europe now. A couple infantry in the western U.S. to move over to Hawaii. Like I said, I'm still moving forward with that plan. I didn't want to tip my hand too much as to what I was doing yet, so I didn't actually move planes over there yet. So next round he'll have an idea. He's probably a little confused about what I'm doing, but now, because like I said, it doesn't make sense now, but I kind of prepped that for a few turns, so I'm just gonna continue to go through it. So yeah, Russia's gonna be 6 infantry, obviously. Even though I have 2 left over, it's with stuff all around me, I gotta clear that out. Like I can't afford to even upgrade into artillery. I just gotta do straight infantry with Russia just to maximize the output. So yeah, I didn't record all of my combat moves, but essentially it was try to clear everything around Moscow. So I didn't I didn't record all the combat, but I did do that one because that guy died. That one infantry, that one Russian infantry died a hero. He rolled a 1 as he was dying, so I thought that was interesting. Everything else was pretty, straightforward. So I was able to clear everything around Moscow. So Moscow is very safe now. I am going to pull completely out of West Russia and put my 6 infantry in the capital. So yeah, I'm pretty safe and sound now. Got 24 IPC. I actually did lose 3 attack power round over round from last round, mainly because even when I took Berlin, I actually had to use fighters, so I think it was an even trade, and he's obviously not doing even trades when in his attack round. So we actually lost some attack power round around, but I think I can safely say that round over round, this was a much better round for me than it was for him. Obviously, a lot of problems there. He's gonna have to take back his capital now on his turn, and he's not gonna be able to build anything. It's a pretty significant thing. So, and the UK will have quite a bit of money. So, yep, I'll come back for UK 7. But yeah, looking really good, looking really strong now. Much happier in round 7 than I was in round 5, that's for sure. So I'll be back for that. Okay, I guess I'll do some commentary as I look at this for one of these rounds. So for last round, round 6, I went for Germany and I got it. I had 1 tank left. I had to take out a fighter to get him to take it, and I did. So I looted his his IPC. So this round he didn't take it back. So he obviously couldn't purchase anything. Combat. So it did not deter him. This is interesting. He did not deter him. Losing this did not deter him at all, though he did move all of his tanks back, which is kind of interesting. He did push into here, which is fine, which means that we could, well, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I don't know that we can really push it. We could just take it. We don't necessarily push into there, but we could certainly take it. He took Ukraine back. only lost 1 infantry doing it. I guess, what did he send there? To Ukraine, I didn't think he had a lot. 2 infantry, he just sent all of his fighters. Yeah, so his fighters are good. It's interesting. He kind of left this a little light. Couldn't. Yeah, obviously I can't retake Germany, but I could take these 4 with the UK, and I might be able to take France with the US. I'll do that calculation. He did take back Italy. Okay, so he couldn't. I figured this out. He couldn't take Southern Europe. So I have some guys that survived will have survived an entire round there in Europe, but this is spreading him out quite nicely. I think he's obviously going to make a play towards Caucasus. He can do that if he wants to. I don't mind trading that. I mean, I'd rather not, but I don't mind trading it if I have to for a while. I think with Russia, I'm going to buy some more artillery. I was kind of in just a defensive only mindset, but now I'm actually in positive territory. IPC, not now, but you know how it is. So I might do that. I'm going to do this calculation though. I would love to take this out with these guys here. And in fact, I might be able to well, I don't know. Japan's trying to push into Africa right here. He really has a hankering for for Egypt. We have swapped that back and forth. He keeps just bringing in. He can bring in 2 transports this time, so he could bring in quite a bit of guys around here. Although, you know what I might do? I might just drop a destroyer here, just to knock that crap off for a round. That would be nice. I think I might do that since I have some excess IPC. I think I'm definitely doing that, just to knock it off for 1 round. Give me a little bit of a reprieve in Africa. Yeah, he won't be able to go in at all to Africa. That'll be an interesting thing. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely just drop a destroyer right there this turn, and probably gonna go into these 4. And with the US, I might go into there. Aside from that, yeah, I mean, I might actually do this too with the UK. Why not? He did put his anti-aircraft gun there though, so I don't know. It is quite a bit. I don't know what he's. I guess I don't need to go in there. I don't need to stop him. I should have enough to defend here. I think I did some. I'll do all the calculations and see just to be sure. I have one guy that can go in there. And 1, 1, 1. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I'll pause the video here and think about my move here, and I'll be right back. All right. So I decided to do 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 tanks. 2 tanks are going to go in India. The rest are going to go in the UK. The destroyer is going to go in season 35, and I'm just going to replenish my air force because I did have to sacrifice quite a bit to get to the point that I'm at. So this should get me back to where I should be. So that's it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to attack there. I don't think I need to. I calculated it. Actually, I did it with more infantry, which I'm not going to have. I'm going to have 2 tanks instead. So it should probably be even better. And that's if he brought everything. So if he just doubled, if he pulled out of here, he wouldn't get the bombardment because of my destroyer there. So he'd have to pull out of here. Yeah, I don't see him doing that. So. And it's a 98, especially for a 98, 99% chance to lose. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a thing. So, so I'm gonna go into here, 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 and here this turn. And I finally moved him out of Karelia. I think Germany's gonna, and then the United States, 100% is gonna go after this. I think on its turn. The opportunity not, I mean, the 6 IPC and a victory city, and getting them out of there. This just represents a lot of things that would be beneficial if these things all died. So I'm gonna try to eliminate that as much as I can, and then I'll move in here with the U.S. I think I might even pull one of these guys out just to make sure I win in France. I want to kill all of that stuff. I want to kill it dead. And if I go here, his fighters could go. I guess it doesn't matter. His fighters could attack me here, but I think I'm going to attack from below here. I think this is where I'm going to attack here. I can't reach all the way around C-Zone 8. That is a shame, because that means that I have to move all of my transports into 14, which means that it's going to be 2 turns before they get it. But I think that is a fairly significant benefit to doing that, so I'm going to do that. I might actually try to take this with these fighters here, depending on how, or these fighters here, depending on how comfy Moscow is. I might leave those there, but these fighters I could do it, just to annoy him more, just to get him more out of there, and he won't be able to reinforce this turn because I'm going to put a destroyer in his way. So, yep. So that's it. We're going to have a lot of buildup in Canada while these transports do all this stuff, but hopefully what that will do, I will lose my foothold in the south, but I will be able to shuttle some transports back here, and maybe I'll be able to come over in another clump. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's what I got. So let's see here. That's the plan. That. Okay, so I'm not going to go in here heavy. There's no reason to. Except in Finland. Oh shit! I gotta watch that. Oh my god. Okay. Hang on. There we go. Wow, that would have been disastrous. It certainly would have been a shame if I had gone in this way. That's one thing that I do quite a bit. So that just means I should take that, and that. Okay. I don't think I'm doing anything else with the UK. No more attacks. Again, I'm not going to come here yet. I'm not going to show my hand what I'm doing here. I'm just, my hand is, I'm just going to try to reinforce Hawaii. Just in case he gets any, if he really starts coming after India and gets some, well, I guess this kind of over. He can't stack these 3 any longer, but there was a time where I was concerned that he would go for the VC snipe because he was able to stack these 3. He was kind of halfway threatening like India. I mean, he still kind of is. He wants me to at least think about defending India. So if India fell, then I had this feeling he was going to go after Hawaii. So this whole play was about reinforcing Hawaii just in case any of that happened, just to stop the VC snipe. So I don't see this as a thing anymore for him. So this may be moot. But I don't know. Maybe he's got a humongous navy because he didn't lose any in his. So I don't really know. I might just float these, or who knows? I don't know. I might come back around here, and now that this threat is kind of over. So we'll see how that goes. And I guess I should have done that last turn. I should have just put the transport there. But again, whatever. It's no big deal. All right. So I think we're good. Plan. We don't have any more Brits to deploy. If I want to move this, I think I'm going to move this carrier down here. I think that's what I'll do on the non-combat. I got to remember to do that. Lot to coordinate. Lot to coordinate. All right. what? I think that's one of the guys that hit. I'll take one of those guys. One of the Marines. Alrighty. Alright, so I think I said I was gonna come in here because I think we're gonna attack from underneath. That's the plan. Yep. He's gonna have his hands full with those 4 fighters anyway, so I doubt he's gonna want to try to take on the fleet. But I can't just leave transports like with just a destroyer, because he could do that. That would be worthwhile, I think. 7 transports in 1. Yeah, I would do that if I were. So, not gonna do that. I guess we're gonna attack everything from underneath, unfortunately. Just to be safe. There's no reason to be risky at this point. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna double check my non-coms. Oh, well, he doesn't have a destroyer here, so you know what, I'm gonna do this sneaky thing and be up here. Just so he has to think about his transport. I don't like that he just thinks that he has free reign of transports, and he's moved all his fleet down here. So he's gonna have to think about me. He's leaving a sub here. I don't know what for. I mean, obviously, I'll be double check that I'm on submerge, but I think I am. I mean, submerge lone defenders. Okay, so yeah, that should do it. I don't know. That feels like a new thing. I guess I should have my cruiser bombard, but I guess it wasn't necessary. Let's see, what did I do here? Okay. I think that's everything. Sorry, I'm just trying to forget something. Okay, ooh, all these deployments. Okay, the destroyer goes there. And 2 tanks, and then everything else goes here. It's pretty easy. And I am fully deployed. I'm curious what he's gonna do when he clicks in and sees that he can't. He's probably gonna think there's a bug in the game because it hides the destroyer pretty well there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll see it. But yep, I might do this every round. I don't know, depending on what it does, just to get him to quit it. I don't want to contest this any longer. I'd like to just have it forever. That's okay with him. And I love where it puts the sub, like it super hides it up here. I always have, whenever I'm putting the Axis and allies put one here, it always annoys me because I always think I'm gonna not see it. I always put like a caution note here every time I'm on the Axis, just to help me see it. It's never happened where, you know, it snuck in and killed a transport, but you know, still, he's got all his destroyers down here. Got 1 destroyer, he's got his destroyer down here, so. Too bad. He might bring it up now. Let's see this. Anyway, that's it. Back for US 7, hopefully. So this is US 7. So just take a look at what Japan did. I'd already clicked in here and looked at a couple things before I started. He tried to take Egypt, did not take it. Good. He took Novo, only lost 1 infantry, lost 1 infantry. He finally suffered a setback. He lost 2 artilleries, and my infantry held strong. This guy's a hero. This guy should be decorated in the Russian army. So, he did it. And he did kill my destroyer, but he lost the destroyer. This is his first, we're in round 7. This is his first, I believe, first non-transport naval unit that he's lost in combat. So this is, yeah, this is a big deal. We're gonna celebrate every victory. So yeah, he did lose one of his destroyers. He did see this, and he moved up his destroyer, which is fine. Maybe I'll just cause more havoc and just throw my destroyers up there with this just to protect it. Just to... I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I guess it is nice. It would be nice to have it in the east, but maybe I'll throw one destroyer up there just to give him something to think about. Yeah, 'cause he'd have to do... I don't know. Maybe both. Yeah, maybe both. I can always buy more over here. Why not? I'll do my plan on reinforcing here, and since this is no longer a thing, I'll move this fighter this way. 1, 2. Oops. Ugh. Yeah, I'll just move it to Eastern Canada, whatever. Okay. So anyway, that's it. Let's see. What am I gonna do? All right, I'll be right back. I thought I had this figured out, but now I don't remember what I had planned to do. So, or at least for purchases, I know what I'm gonna do during my turn. So anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided to do 6, 2, and fill out the rest of the Eastern Fleet, which is another destroyer. This will help me defend these 2 Z zones for a Medchuck. It's been kind of messy, but only because he's just given me opportunities that I wasn't expecting to have. So I've diverted my plans. Like this right here is an opportunity I didn't expect to have, and I'm going to take it. I did check India. It should be fine. I'm even going to put another destroyer there just to keep him out of Africa. I know it's kind of expensive to just sacrifice a destroyer every turn, but yeah, I just want to have it be safe from Africa. So, and eventually the UK will be able to take more and more territory through here. I wonder why he put his egg in there. It's kind of weird. He's probably moving it here, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Alrighty. So, yeah. So I can't take this. I'm moving everything. What happened here? Okay. Okay. That's weird. Ugh, for crying out loud. Grief, okay. Alright, I'm starting over. What is this? Okay. Okay. So. Alright, let's try it again here. Shoot, I messed it again. God dang it. Okay, there. Okay, this one. This one. This one. Good. Okay. And then okay. All right. There. Grab extra. Let me just run a calculation for Moscow. I think I'm fine, but I mean, he did put his 4 planes there, so he wants to at least threaten it. So I'll do that really quick. Okay, so I guess I'm at a 99% to hold there, so I guess that should be a 98.4 actually, so 98% to hold, so, you know. Oh, and I didn't calculate the tanks too, so yeah, this will be fine. Okay, move the tanks there and one guy down here, and, yep. And kill these two. Okay, just want to make sure I committed these fighters, I just want to make sure I didn't need them in Moscow before I did that. Oh, that. Oof. Yeah, I want to make sure I do that. Okay. I think that's it. This is all about killing units, not really necessarily taking France, but you know, I'll take it if it's there too. With 6 IPC, I'll take that. But yeah, I just want to get all this stuff dead. We got 2 planes, so you know it should be okay. That A again there. I think I calculated that. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yep. Let's see, just really quick. Make double check, double check, double check. Okay. Yep, that's it. I've never gotten 2 successful bombardments. I don't think it's ever been a thing. That was not a good round. Wow. Okay, well. This fight is going very strangely. There we go. There we go. Finally broke through. Okay. Oh, the bomber hit finally. Alright. There we go. That's what I like to see. I like to see that. Huge losses. Although it was kind of, like I said, it was a weird, a weird way to get there. Alright. Let's get it. He's gonna need his fighters. This is good. I probably didn't even need that extra destroyer. He's gonna need whatever he has left to do these trades back. Obviously left that open for him, but he's gonna have to he's gonna have to vote some serious guys here to take this back. The unfortunate thing is it'll be 3 turns before I can come back with any force. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but. Yeah, like I said, this was just too big of an opportunity to let it go. Yeah, I'd like to have a nice 4, 4, and 4, you know, or 4, 4, and 4 here in my med check, but like I said, he just keeps leaving me with opportunities, and I'm going to take them. So. All right, just going to check my non-coms really quick. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 more guys there just to keep shuttling them to Hawaii. Cause I just looked and he's got 7 transports. It's Japan. I don't think I've seen that many transports as Japan before. So don't know what he has in store. It's no problem though. Just more destroyers for the board. This guy probably thinks I'm in love with this destroyers. So they are. I mean, they're kind of a good all-purpose, you know, defensive naval unit. And 53. 53. I mean, this is pretty significant now. It's looking pretty rough for him. I finally just pulled ahead. This is actually, despite it being rough, I think it was kind of rough for him because I did take Germany. He has maintained a attack power lead on me every single round, except this is the first round, end of round 8, that I've actually finally pulled ahead of him. So that'll be good. That'll be good. I mean, he's still relatively healthy. This game is not over by any means, but I definitely feel a lot better. I definitely feel a lot better in round at the end of round 7 than I did 2 rounds ago, which I was not feeling good at all. So the last 2 rounds, I've really turned it around for me. So, good news there. Okay, so let's see. I miscalculated. That's good. I miscalculated in a bad way. I thought I would only have 5 and 2, but I guess I did. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in here. I want to save my tanks. I'll just take these 2, and maybe this one. We'll see. I did say I was gonna try to build more artillery. Let's see what I can do here. I mean, I can do that. That'll really ratchet up the. And since I thought I was only gonna have 7 in here anyway, and that's what I calculated. That'll really ratchet up the pressure on this. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Yeah. No need to do risky things at this point. We'll just do a max deployment into Russia. And yeah, that'll be good. Okay. 6 infantry. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. So. Alright. Yeah, why not? I'll try that. I mean, we'll see. He just lost something similar to me, so I'll make him have to take an extra territory. I'll move this guy down into here this turn. So, yeah, move the tanks up, and yeah, we'll be good. There you go. So yeah, I am gonna take this with 1 UK tank just so he doesn't have a place to land. I mean, he does have his aircraft carriers, but still, like, I want to make sure he has to take both of these because I did pull everything out of here to attack France. I just wanted to make sure that we got it, and that would mean that I don't have anything left to defend Africa. And as we know, he really wants to get in here. So, doing some more destroyer blocks, to keep him out of there. He may do something like, so he may come around like that, just because he's annoyed with the destroyer blocks. He may float. He'd have to come here, and then he might have a path that way, but maybe I'll devote some more energy in here. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. He'd really like to come through this canal, and I've been blocking him every step of the way. So, all right, let's see these fights. Overkill. Yay, it's a clean sweep. Alright. Won every battle. I wonder if he's gonna just go all in here. I don't know that that's a good idea for him, but he might. He might do it. I don't. I mean, I guess it would cause me headaches, and now I have to worry about Persia. And, I kind of like to keep this lane clear to shuffle troops around. So yeah, he might do it, but I mean, this is pretty much like an isolation sentence for those troops. Although he will be able to deploy 4. Although I don't think that's a good idea for him because he's got trouble over here. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right, I think that's it. Everything's gonna go in there. Only 21, but it's fine. The rest of these are UK is very close to Germany, and the US is way above Japan, so this is good, and we're starting to pull ahead. Although Russia was the first to go, so they don't look at that until usually the end of the round. So okay, I'll be back for UK 8. All right. So he took back everything. He did take back France just barely. Might be able to. I don't have any more troops, but I could take it with the UK, I guess. Took back everything. Let's take a look what he did. All right. 12 infantry. Okay. Lost 6 infantry. That's pretty good. I will take that trade. Okay. Oh, he retreated. So okay. What did he do here? What did he send there? Why did he just 2 infantry? That's all he sent there. He's low on planes. He had to take all the rest of these back, and he didn't have enough planes. Perfect. That's what we like to do. Put the vice on him. Make him make choices. Destroyed 1 infantry, lost 1 infantry in Bulgaria. Okay. Good. And you cannot take that one back. What? I guess he siphoned 2 guys off here, so that's good for me. That means this is a lot less comfortable now for him. I can now that Japan has kind of made a move towards India, like Russia's a lot more comfy now. I can actually concentrate on this western front of Russia and try to just take this out as soon as possible. And that would be a pretty large artillery buy this round. I was very timid to do it last round, but now given this, and yeah, I should be able to. I mean, he is gonna come here, I guess, with stuff. So yeah, I guess there is still battles to be fought over here, but I might be able to start stacking up to try to take this, or at least make him move out of there, which is really the goal. So. Okay. If I could stack Karelia, which I'm probably not able to do this round. Let's see. I'll make that calculation because I do want to take this back. Take the Baltic states back. I kind of do, but I kind of want to take France back. I mean, like I want him to have to make all sorts of choices. He's very snake bit about Germany now that I snuck in there and took it one round. He's living it. He's leaving a lot of guys in there now. So And the U.S. will be able to deploy 3 and 9 transports. Yeah, these 9 transports will take 3 full turns to come back, so that'll be unfortunate, but yeah. So yeah, definitely taking this round. I think I'm still buying a destroyer to block. And a couple of infantry here. I'm gonna see if I can stack Karelia. If it means I don't take Baltic, I guess that's okay, but stacking Karelia is pretty powerful move. It really isolates this. You know, I can just cut them off from any type of reinforcement to here, and once I put this in the vice, Russia's really only fighting the Eastern Front then, and I can actually go on the offensive here in Germany, which is what I want. I'm still ahead after Germany's turn. Good deal. Good deal. These are positive. These are positive signs. I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm still still need to be be mindful here. But I will. I'll try to tighten the noose a little bit more on Germany here this turn. So anyway. All right, I'm gonna pause it here and just think about and do some calculations, and I'll be right back. So I will do my destroyer and this 6 infantry, 2 artillery. This will leave me with 1 infantry short, but I will fill it up with the AA again. So I still will be able to do a max shuffle. I will take this back, and then I don't think I'm going to stack. I won't be able to stack this, but I will be able to bring it in here. I might be able to stack it next turn. Mainly, the only reason I'm not able to stack this is because I'm going to go for France. Why not? Make him trade more things. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I can support C-Zone 8 and C-Zone 5 because I don't have to defend C-Zone 13 because he can't reach it anymore. His bomber is dead. He died in France, so don't have to worry about that bomber anymore. Thank goodness. All right. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this too. Why not? Just maximum pressure. Maximum pressure on him. In fact, actually, let's see here. I can do 2, 3. I mean, actually, I don't even need to do that. I can do all 3 of these guys here. Yep, there you go. And oh yeah, I have another one here. I have fighters. I have fighters for days, able to support things. So I will do that. And there, and then this bomber is going to support this. Maybe I'll even do that. I don't know. I make sure that thing dies in the first round. Yeah, and make sure this thing dies in the first round. Just max pressure on Germany, and I'm gonna take this with Russia because I can. I almost forgot this. I'm gonna do that. Just make him take back tons of territory. That's the goal here. else I can do. That's it. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna use. I'm not gonna bomb him because God, I'm gonna lose my freaking bomber again. I've already lost 2 bombers to foolishness. I'm not gonna lose a third because I just bought it last round because I was awash with money after taking Berlin. So, all right, I think that's it. Do those attacks there. Like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh my gosh, can you? Is that a thing? I can't believe I missed with all of those. I can't believe that first round. That first round was hilarious. Hopefully that's the limit of my luck there. Wow, that was funny. All right. Ah, I needed that. Okay. All right. Whatever. All right. Let's see if I can. I just. Thank goodness I sent the bomber. All right, good. Good clean sweep. I didn't lose a single unit. No units. No units. No units. Yeah. Hey, that's a first. That is fantastic. I'll take that. Do I want that here? You know, I guess I'll go there. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just randomly paranoid. Okay. Let's see. So here. Okay, what needs to land? This thing needs to land. Okay. What else? I don't really want to land it there. Okay, so I gotta figure something else out here. Okay, what needs to land? Now I'm confused here. Okay, this can go here, so I will do. This one has to land there. Okay. That one can land there. This one can. This one. Why? Oh, because I've already landed 2 guys there. I guess I can go back there. I don't really want that in the UK. Can I? Are there any other options? Yeah. Good. All right. There. Okay. That's better. How did I miss that? It should have been 3. Or did I only have 2? I guess I only had 2. Okay, I miscounted. Oops. So yeah, you know. What have I done? Now I've made a mess is what I've done. very confused. That's right, I can't attack together, but whatever, he probably has subs on defense. Well, that's good. I'm pinning one of his destroyers up here. Oh, what was I gonna do? I was gonna try to move my. Nah, I can't. Okay, I am gonna try to move it here, because one, two, three. I want him to think about these zones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't yet, but I can stack this. I can kill it. Yeah, so maybe I'll that'll be a power play if I destroy Germany here. I might start trying to stack Kazakh so that I can put my bombers there and make them defend more seasons. Okay. Move all these American ships up here. Maybe I'll land here. I mean, it's, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, I think I'm good. Through. Alright, be back for US 8 then. So, not surprisingly, he forfeited, which was the right call from his perspective. Yeah, there's kind of a downhill from him after this. I think he didn't even do his combats, I don't think. No, he didn't. Or maybe he did, I don't know. Maybe he was halfway through and just decided to give it up. Yeah, I really intended this video to be short, but it wasn't at all, unfortunately. But this did go to 8 rounds. I think, and I'm not going to say a lot more about this game, as you know, there's a lot, and there was a lot that happened, obviously, but it looked very grim for me really early. Again, I feel like I have a lot of these games where I'm really worried early, and it looks like I'm just teetering. The Axis is just about ready to slide its fingers around my neck, and I somehow wiggle free and you know, push everything back, and that's kind of what happened here. I think, you know, I had some mistakes leaving Moscow open. He had some significant mistakes. I think not taking Moscow when he had the chance is probably the biggest one ever. I think he could have kind of flipped the game completely back around if he had done that. I don't know, maybe he had his reasons, I don't know, but I think that he should have done it. The amount of transports they have with Japan, to me, seems excessive. It was a waste of resources. Also, moving into Africa, just that ploy just didn't work for him, especially when I started dropping a destroyer in India to stop him from doing that. I think that was a straw, you know, on the proverbial camel's back there, after, you know, just frustration, probably most likely is the reason for the forfeit. Although it was justified, like, I don't see him coming back from this, but you know, still, yeah, it was a good game by him. For the first 5 rounds, I don't think he made a mistake. The Gibraltar play is kind of a new one for me. In round 1, Germany won, him going into Gibraltar, and that definitely caused me fits for many rounds, trying to I don't think I killed that battleship and transport till round 4, so that's an interesting ploy. It does mean that you have to forfeit the Transjordan round 1, which means that I was able to save my aircraft carrier and my destroyer, and prep them for a counterattack. So I don't. In practicality, I mean, I see what he was doing, trying to save that transport, but I don't know. It didn't seem to really work out that way for him. I still think, as Germany, you gotta take out the destroyer and move into transit. I think that's still the number one play. But it was interesting to look at that strategy, try to come up with a strategy against that. And it worked out for me. So anyway, that's it. That's all I'll say about it. Good game, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.